So position of the ball relative to your front foot. Okay, you want the ball directly across. Now that's subject to change based on some things, but generally speaking, right about with that club, pretty much off your front foot. Your ankles should be underneath your hips. You want to stack your load-bearing joints. What are your load-bearing joints? Your ankles, your knees, and your hips. Those are your load-bearing joints, right? Okay. Why is that important? Right. And also, what else do you need in golf? Balance? What's ground force? You got to push against the ground to generate what? Speed. Rotational speed?
That's like with the ball training.
Right. All right, here we go. All right, let's do this. I'm just going to ask you a simple question. Watch that line. How do you like it so far?
Decent.
Good? Yeah, I like it too. Okay.
The club was bending.
This keeps popping up. So irritating. All right, here we go. We can't see the ball. It's no big deal. That's power. That's an awesome swing, dude. I'm not kidding you. That's awesome. I love that move coming down. That is beautiful.
Oh, that was actually super beautiful. That hit the ball.
So why did you top it if your head didn't move? Ah. So watch this. If my is my sacrum attached to my cervix? Cervix. You don't have a cervix. Lord, help me on that one. Your sacrum, okay, is attached to your cervical spine. Okay, if I go like that, okay, what's that going to produce? That's going to produce an arm bend. Why? Why? Why would you bend your arms if you go forward?
I don't know.
Well, think about it. Okay, if you got closer to the ball, what would that do to the club? It would move it.
Forward, and then I hit the edge of the club.
Yeah. So what you do subconsciously is you bend your arms to accommodate a change in posture.
So I don't change my posture.
So you're standing up, but you're not really standing up. Your head's staying in the same place, but look what I'm doing. You're moving inward. Okay, which is called a little bit of a radius. So you know what geometry and radius is? The length of your arm plus the length of the club. There's a little bit of change in that, but obviously that's a good swing. Now, what's wrong with your footwork?
At the end, I switch.
Are you on ice skates?
Yes.
Yes. Wait. So, what are we going to do to fix this problem?
Keep my feet still.
Simple. I'm not going to tell you anything. You got to hit the tee 10 times without touching the turf. So back up. Then your brother's going to get an opportunity to hit 10 times consecutively. Hit the tee without touching anything. That's 0. What happened there? Okay, so what's that? Nothing's wrong with that. Have you ever done this before?
Yes.
No, you haven't. You've never practiced doing this.
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hitting the tee and making a good stuff.
All right, clip the tee. There's one. We'll set it for 3 consecutive ones. 1, 2. You got this. Okay, so here's what we're going to work on with you. When you turn your back to the target, is your head moving up or down or sideways?
No.
It's moving all over the place. It's going up, it's going to the side, it's doing both. Now, you're good enough to figure out how to get it back to the original position, but guess what? You can't have that much movement and be consistent. So 1 every 4 times you miss the tee. Now watch my head. Now my neck hurts, but I'm not going to move my head. I get a pain in my neck every time I do that. But is my head moving? So how do you train that? Get in front of the mirror and do it until you don't move your head. You do this over and over and over until you're aware that, hey, my head's moving. Watch this. My head just went down. My head went to the side. My head went up. That's called proprioceptive awareness. That's called being acutely sensitive to what your body's doing in space. That's a learned skill. Everybody has the ability to learn that. You're not born with that skill unless you played sports your whole life at age 0. So, so look, an awareness for what your head's doing is a skill. So if you stood next to a door frame with your head looking straight ahead and you turned, now you have what? Feedback. You have reference. You can't do it without a reference point. A reference point is something that tells you your head's moving. Like a mirror or a door jamb or something you can look at. Some kind of reference. Alright. That's a good swing though. Very impressive golf swing. Powerful golf swing. Balance. So what I want you to do is take your goal. Okay, this is your short-term goal for the next week. 10 consecutive swings. You got to finish on your front leg in balance without moving your feet. They can't change position. They can roll. What's this called? That's called rolling your ankle. There's another term for that we won't go into. Your dad will teach you it. And then this one, what am I doing there? That leg is going into extension. Then my feet. So I want to see you finish in balance. 10 consecutive times hitting that tee. That's what you got to work on. And you're going to work on your grip. Here's how you work on your grip. Everything I say is being recorded. Give me that thing for a second. This is your procedure. Hold it in your right hand. Place your hand place the grip diagonally across your fingers from the first knuckle joint, second, third. Rotate your left hand clockwise. Pinch your thumb and forefinger together. Slide this hand down. Make sure the hot dog's in the bun. That's 1 rep. That's 2 reps. How many reps do we need to where that's automatic? I don't know. That's subject for research. I'm not a research person.